Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. Obviously, this is a very different setting than you are used to, and that is because we are going to do a repainting today. I don't know if you remember this doll, but I got her a while ago secondhand. I did a doll haul that she was included in, and I mentioned there that I wanted to repaint this Cleo's face, just because I'm not really a fan of the G2 face paint here. So that's what we are going to be doing today. She does have some horrific bald spots right by her bangs, which is not ideal, but your boy really doesn't feel like doing a reroute. So I'm gonna attempt to just deal with that with some styling and just do a repaint. Also, if you hear any thunder or lightning or anything, you can't hear lightning, but you know what I mean. If you hear thunder or rain in the background, I am actively recording this during a severe thunderstorm warning, so I'm fine. It's fine. Let's get to the repaint. Okay, I say let's get to the repaint, but the first step is actually just to take off her face. I'm using 100% pure acetone nail polish remover to do that. Very grateful that I don't have to take off the scalp paint, because like getting the face off is enough of a challenge. I don't need to deal with the scalp as well. I also did forget to mention literally 3 seconds ago when I recorded the last clip that I did already obviously remove her head, and I did clean it and like clean her hair from having tons of glue in it with OxyClean and boiling water. So like the hair is already good to go. It's not as dense as I want it to be, but it's already good to go. So we're just taking off the face to make that good to go as well. Alrighty, then the next step is to use my little chalk pastels here to give some blushing to her face. My chalk pastels are not super high quality. I have learned that during the course of starting to do customs. They don't really go down the way that I tend to want them to, but I have them, and so we're gonna use them for now. So that's what I'm doing here. Also, a little fun, like behind the scenes information for you guys. This clip of just me blushing and then adding little bits of like teal eyeshadow here literally is 7 minutes long. Why did it take me 7 minutes to do this? I don't know, but it sure did. I'm not going to make you watch all of that though, so here's what it looks like when the pastels are done. I guess I'm just in like a silly goofy mood tonight because I'm gonna give you guys another behind the scenes. Usually when I do custom videos, I have like a whole script that I write out and I read it and I follow that. Tonight, not doing that. I'm just winging it. So sorry if this is weird, but I am laying down just white paint as a base for her eyes. The last couple of customs I've done, I just did paint rather than using watercolor pencil. I don't know, I find it really enjoyable. I feel like I don't get a lot out of the watercolor pencil, so we're just nixing that this time. Then we're giving her a cute red lip. I am doing two-tone. It doesn't look super two-tone in this video clip, but I promise that it is. Okay, then I start tackling the eyebrows. I did little dots as like guidelines. I don't honestly know if it helped. I also realized that I forgot to explain a couple things, and this is why I have a script usually, guys. I'm bad at this. I do have her hair pinned away. I promise it's a clean sock. It's very old, but it's just like an extra that I had lying around, so I could use that to protect her hair while I did this. And then after I did the pastels, I did spray her head with Mr. Super Clear. That's the only time I spray it until the end. I think that's all I need to catch up on. But yeah, also if you see my leg, no you didn't, I was wearing shorts. It's hot in my apartment. The eyebrows I know look a little scary, a little jarring right now. I promise that I work on them and fix them. And also they just look better when her hair's down. I feel like because they're black, it looks a little bit scary getting started, but it turns out okay in the end. You just gotta put your faith in me here. Then I'm using what is actually a little nail dotting tool to place her irises. I wanted to give her a little side eye. I thought that that might be cute for Cleo. I feel like it looks super freaky at first, but it just gives me a good base of like a little circle stamp of this is where the eye should be looking. And then I obviously fill it out and make them a little bit bigger and less terrifying looking. I don't know. I feel like it kind of works for me. I also did make an attempt. I think I cut the footage. I'm sorry. This is a weird video. But I made an attempt at giving her an eyebrow slit and it looked terrible. So instead I gave her an eyebrow ring, and then because I have an eyebrow ring in the same place, I figured let's give her another piercing that I have, which is my lip ring. So that's why she has a couple piercings that I have. I don't know, I thought it was cute. Okay, from here on out, we're basically just adding detail, like little water lines and outline around her eyes and working on her irises. I said in my Green Fairy custom video that this is the part of the video that I literally, like, don't know what to talk about. I wasn't built to be a tutorial person because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, well, you're watching the video, so like, you see it. I don't really know what to say, so I guess just enjoy me struggling to paint straight lines. And boom, we're done with the face up. I actually really did not mean for it to be that sudden, but I just don't have any footage between these two. I don't know what I did, but it definitely fits the chaotic nature of this video. I think that it's very appropriate. So this is what she's looking like after the full face up. I can tell you that I am sad I didn't get to film me doing the lashes because it was so scary, and I feel like usually I can approach it with some degree of confidence. But not this time. It was absolutely terrifying, and I did have to wipe them off very, very carefully several times. So what an adventure. But okay, actual doll reveal now. And I feel like she turned out really cute. I feel like the face up is pretty solid. It's definitely like an art that I'm still working on and still practicing at, but I'm happy with how the face turned out. I did end up just like painting her scalp black where she had a big bald spot, so that it was a little bit less obvious. And I swear I did her hair twice before taking these photos, and they just like still, like her bangs still wouldn't lay down. At some point I am definitely going to have to fix that, but I literally fixed it and then waited like 2 hours and then took these photos and her hair was messed up again. So I did my best with that, y'all. But hair aside, the face up is definitely the focus of the video. I will fix the hair at a later date. I was just so fed up with it at that point that I couldn't force myself to do it anymore. But yeah, definitely let me know how you feel about this in the comments down below. Looking at the timestamp now as I'm doing this voiceover, I realize this is a little bit of a short video for me, so I am sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Obviously, a face-up is a lot quicker than doing a full-blown custom, but I did want to share this with you guys, and it was a little bit less labor-intensive than a full custom, so I felt like it was good practice without, like, all of the stress. But yeah, I do hope you guys were still able to enjoy, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you guys in the next kind of regular length video. Bye guys.